Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a review on these Cheerwing boxing gloves. So this company reached out to me and asked me to do a review. Just a disclaimer, I'm definitely not a professional boxer. I'm not claiming to be. So what I want to do with this video is for those of you who may have used these or have some experience with them or know about them, I want you to leave a comment below, let me know your thoughts. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people who will be watching this who probably have a lot more experience with boxing gloves than me, these in particular. So if you have an opinion on these, if you've used them before, post a comment below, let us know what you think. So I have done a review of a different brand of boxing gloves, so that's kind of what I'm going to compare it to and just kind of see how they compare to those. Comes with a resealable plastic bag, that's kind of cool. Just based on my limited knowledge and experience, they feel like pretty good quality on the outside. They don't feel like super cheap quality or anything like that. So I can already tell I like the fit better. Now that may just be because of sizing, and the last ones I got may not have been the exact perfect size, but definitely like how they fit. There's some flexibility with the fingers and thumb. So just reading off some info about these gloves. Scratch resistant, water resistant. They're built to be extremely durable and long lasting, as it provides better shock absorbency and effectively protects against impact, more durable for long-term use, provides better wicking effect, ventilation, and hand breathability, which that is one thing I've noticed, this little gap right here. Sorry if I'm not using the right terminology, like I said, definitely not an expert in this, but where it opens up right here, the other gloves I had that I did a review on, they didn't have that. They didn't have this opening right here, so I can definitely see how this would be ventilated better, help it air out and reduce the amount of sweat in the glove, and frankly help prevent it from getting like the BO smell that you get after using gloves for a long time and that sort of thing. So these gloves are intended for Muay Thai, kickboxing, punching bag, sparring, grappling, etc. And something that I already mentioned is the thumb has some good flexibility, so that allows you to kind of make a fist better than at least the gloves I've used before, so I kind of like that. And here's their sizing chart. I'll pop it up on the screen in case you were wondering. I've got the 12-ounce gloves. So this is a little difficult, but I'm holding the camera with one hand. I'm going to throw some punches at Bob just to kind of see what the glove feels like when striking. Again, I'm going to emphasize, I'm definitely not a professional boxer, professional fighter. Definitely absorbs a good amount of shock. So as far as striking goes, for what little I did, feels pretty good. As far as comparing it to the other brand of gloves I did a review on, it's kind of hard to tell the difference, honestly, especially with such short-term use. If I were to use both of them long-term, I'm sure I could tell a difference, because the last gloves I reviewed were a pretty popular brand. A lot of people use them, so the fact that it's kind of hard to tell the difference just with such short-term use on these, that tells me that these are pretty good quality. And it's kind of coincidental too that this company reached out to me now and asked me to do a review on these boxing gloves, because if you've paid attention to what's going on YouTube lately, you know that there's a big fight between several big YouTubers, Logan Paul and KSI, and Jake Paul versus Deji. So there's a lot of hype about boxing on YouTube right now. And by the way, if you've kept up with that, let me know in the comments below who you think's going to win, Logan Paul versus KSI, Jake Paul versus Deji. Just kind of want to get a poll going in these comments. So I think it'd be interesting seeing what you guys with boxing experience, who you guys think is going to win this upcoming fight. Yeah, I just think it'd be interesting. Let me know in the comments below who you think is going to win, especially if you have boxing experience and you've seen some of the clips of these YouTubers boxing or training. So overall, like I said, with my little experience, I think these are pretty good gloves. I definitely like this opening in the middle. I can tell this glove breathes better than the last glove I did a review on. I mean, you're going to sweat either way, but I like how this one's a lot more ventilated. Just with what little striking I've done, I can tell that this is more aerated. You can even see it's got the little holes right there to provide even more ventilation. Just on initial use, it seems like a good product. The real test is going to be long term to see how long it takes to wear down. But just based on what I've seen so far, I think they're pretty good quality. I'd recommend them. And if you want to get a pair, I'll put a link to where you can get them in the description in the comments below. And if you've got any questions that I haven't answered, leave them in the comments below, and I can reach out to this company and try to answer your questions. And by the way, they shipped pretty quickly. I believe they came from Los Angeles. Yeah, Los Angeles. So these shipped pretty quickly. I'm in Nashville. These shipped from Los Angeles, and they were here in just a couple of days. So quick shipping. So yeah, man, overall, I'm going to give them a thumbs up. I like the product. I like certain aspects. Like I said, the breathability. It's flexible. I like that. This is more flexible than the last brand I did a review on, so I'm happy about that. And like I said, the real test is going to be long term, so if I've used these for a while, maybe in a few months I'll do an update video, kind of see how they're holding up. So again, if you've had experience with these, leave a comment below, let us know what you think, and who you think is going to win the Logan Paul versus KSI and Jake Paul versus Deji fights. And for any other questions or inquiries, leave me a comment below. Also, I want to mention that around my wrist it fits pretty well. These feel pretty good, they feel pretty stable. And so far, I'm happy with them. So again, if you want to get some, the link is in the description and the comments below. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. Thanks.